are less conservative. Okay, so that's the average sales price. But there's an issue with the number. I'm gonna fix in a second. Just watch this. Okay, so this is average sales price based on square footage. Okay, house is big house, but majority of the comparables in the area, I guess, were smaller houses. Okay, so let me save that and then re-show that number to you. Then I have this. It's actually based on square footage. Okay, average sales price based on square footage is $250,000. Now, this number I'm about to share with you is based on location. Okay, average sales price based on location. All right. Is this $148,000, and right there 148. So there's $100,000 discrepancies between the what some people may come back and say it's worth 250, and some people will come back and say no, it's worth 148. Usually is the real estate wholesale person who thinks the property is worth $250,000. And it's a weird dynamics because wholesalers, they don't know if they're a buyer or a seller a lot of times, and then they end up negotiating like they're a seller. They're negotiating with the seller like they're a seller. So wow, it's worth 250. Yeah, sure, it's worth 250, and then they run to the buyer, the end buyer, to say that the property is worth 250. And then they're disappointed because the actual person who is going to buy the property is the buyer, the end buyer, and not you. So you want to be not completely, but you want to be conservative. Just have the buyer, the end buyer in mind when you're negotiating this deal. So I used $148,000 on this deal. I used the number $148,000. Okay. So now where's the rest of the numbers coming from? We're looking at about $25,000 upgrade. Okay. So if you're looking at this screen right now, if I put $148,000 here, all right. So based on what this person told me on the phone and some pictures that I've seen, it needs some work. That's all right. It needs some work. So we've estimated about medium rehab. The house is in livable condition, but we estimated about medium rehab. There are other factors that we factor in here, but we're saying about $22,000. So we basically changed this to $25,000. Okay. All right. And basically the maximum allowable offer that we could give on this property was basically $71,000. Okay. So after some negotiations back and forth, we were able to agree to, as you can see here, $85,000. Okay. Now, who's going to account for that? Remember that this was just the house in livable condition, and this was just based on, just some words overestimating. I always overestimate for repairs. So if we were to go with small rehab here and change this to maybe $15,000, we can change this number around. We got room over there. We can pay up to $80,000. We can pay up to, if this was 10, we can pay up to $85,000. So it really all depends. Bottom line is that we're going to try to see if we can make a quick $10,000 on this and keep it moving. And you just want to do that in volume, okay? And not get stuck with one deal, okay? Now, if you do enough volume, some killer deals will come that you will make a lot of money. That's why you don't want to get stuck with, hey, I'm looking for killer deals. You want to make sure that you are just working. You're generating leads. You're constantly being consistent in the business. All right, so that's that. So now let's go look for some buyers. Let's see. We already found 124 potential here, but I'm about to save it. I was trying to save it. All right, so what is this town again? I have a hard time remembering. Hurleyville, in New York. Cash buyers. Okay. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to save that yet. Okay. I want people that are active in the past 1 year. That means